Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. We're here in the Commerce Center in front of the beautiful pool of reflection. I think it's really a sight for eyes. It's one of my favorite places in the city. I originally learned about this place from my friend named Steven, the CEO of the Gamer Nerds, and I thought it'd be a great location for today's video. So, thank you for joining me. Now, we'll get right into it. The subject of today's video is new traffic or new conversions. What's the best way to grow your business? Very, very important question that a lot of people think about and ask me about all the time. It essentially comes down to where do you want to put your focus? Do you want to try to get as much out of every customer that visits your website, or do you want to try to get as many customers into your website and just pour them in and wish for the best luck? Now, there's a few concepts I want to share with you, about 3 of them, and we'll talk about them right now. The first concept is a natural law of science, and it states that whatever you don't use, you lose, okay? So if we have an opportunity right now, we don't take advantage of it, we're going to lose it, and it's going to hurt us in the long run. In addition to that, the second concept is if you're not growing, you're dying. Okay? Being stagnant, not making progress is the same as dying in the world of e-commerce and technology. Everything changes so fast. Opportunities that are here today are gone tomorrow. And if you just stay flatline, it's essentially death to your company in the long run. Now, the third last concept that I want to share with you today is the concept of value. That's what I'll introduce you to. And there's already a value in your products when your customer makes a purchase, but there's also a value exchange relationship that happens. And that relationship of value exchange is different for a new customer versus somebody who's been to your website before and making a general conversion. Now, it's absolutely essential and critical to your business that the value exchange recipe on the website is correct. It's a different recipe for a new customer versus somebody who's been to your website already, as I mentioned. You really use the word recipe to stress the importance of it. Picture you're cooking and you have too much salt. That's going to be very bitter. It's going to taste horrible. If you have too much water, then the recipe, your pot or your dish, your meal is going to be watered down. That's no good either. So ideally, if you are a standard website and this is you're not that much of a well-known business, you would expect to see a 1 to 2% conversions if you're doing the right things. And if you have a very, very strong brand, a well-known recognized brand, there's absolutely no reason why you can't see a 2 to 4% conversion if you have the right conversion programs in place. Welcome back. So in this part of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about what are the traffic and acquisition strategies that you can employ. I'm not going to get too much into them. I'm just going to kind of give them in a quick, short bullet form, and then you can go and do some more research on your own time and figure out which ones are best for you. Okay. So if I had a smaller website, the first thing I would do is get into 3 main things. That would be article spinning, backlinking, and also blog commenting. These are kind of proven ways to get some initial traffic to your website. Now keep in mind that Google has made some changes in the last few years regarding website indexing and ranking, so you might want to research these a little bit more before you decide to make them your primary focus. If I had a larger website, either medium or enterprise, I would essentially look into display ads, retargeting ads, affiliate networks such as Commission Junction and Linkshare, and I would also look into shopping networks or price sharing networks that put your prices and products on different shopping comparison websites. That would be my first, or one of my first points to put focus. So now let's talk a little bit about the conversion optimization of your website. Very, very important. I'm going to give you an illustration here. Think of your website as a bucket, okay, and it has a hole in the bottom. Now, no matter how much water or how much traffic you put into the website, if there's a hole in the bottom, it needs to be fixed immediately. It's absolutely an emergency and it needs to be handled right away because no matter what you do, you're always losing in the long run, okay? So there's 3 things that I would do that are client-facing, and there's 3 things that I kind of do that are more internal that would help conversions. The 3 things that I would do would be client-facing. Primarily would be free shipping between certain time periods, very standard in the industry. The second thing that I would do would be ads that are tiered. So if you place an order below $99, it's a certain offer, versus if you place an order above $99, it might be a different offer. And the third thing that I would do that's client-facing would be packages and bundles. For example, if you have an electronic website, you might put a package of a TV, DVD player, and surround system. If you have a clothing website, you might put a package of a shirt and a blouse or various other clothing options. All right? Now we're getting a little bit into the ones that are not client-facing, more internal. Still a little bit client-facing, we have shopping cart abandonment. Very, very important. Shopping cart abandonment is when somebody puts an item in a shopping cart they're essentially sent an email later on reminding them or helping them to complete the purchase. You'll see companies like Sales Cycle doing this. I recommend you look into them. They are fantastic. The other thing you can do is do targeted offers. So if a client is, or a potential visitor is an old customer, they should get a different offer, versus if they're a new customer, they should see a different display of offers on the website. And last but not least, customer trust, incredibly important. To handle customer trust, you should have, during your shopping cart checkout, you should have VeriSign or Secure Trust logos everywhere that they can be seen. You should also maybe have a 1-800 customer service number so that people can call if they're unsure about the product that they have, shipping times, etc. And that 1-800 number should actually be in the shopping cart itself during the checkout process. And in terms of credit cards and things like that, I'd also recommend putting PayPal in there. Some people are not very confident about putting their credit card information in, even in this day and age, and they prefer to check out with PayPal because PayPal might already know their credit credentials, and they don't have to re-enter them. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoy. We're going to be doing these videos every Monday. Feel free to subscribe or connect with me on LinkedIn about any kind of opportunities or adventures that might be out there. I love hearing them. And that's it for now. Until next time, don't be a stranger.